Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Back again, Monday morning. Feel great after my little celebration last night, and especially more so I've had a couple of sales. So thank you very much to the ladies that have purchased a couple of items. Now I'm presenting to you my botanical journal, excuse me, and it also, I think I've only posted a photo of it in the Facebook group called Junk Journal Junksters Down Under, and I don't believe I've made a video because I can't see it on my channel. So, and because this is going in my shop, I will be, I thought I'd better do a flip through. So as you can see, it's a nice squishy, soft but nice full journal with lots of goodies in it. I've got eyelets in here which represents the signatures and also the Midori style signatures that are in there. Attached is this tiny cute little journal, and yes, it does have writing space in it. I might just see if I can zoom in, and then you can, and it has stamps, and I've popped in some little pictures. This is made from dictionary paper. So, you know, you can put some little secret notes in there if you wish. This is my favourite page, just there. I'll just see if I can. Yeah, so, and I decoupaged the book paper, and after a book page, and I've just did a little fussy cut of a plant, and there's some diamond dots on here, and that's just, you can take this off, it's just attached on some hat band. The closure is very, a nice soft closure. Just go back out. And as you all might know, I done this quite a while ago. It's like a mosaic look, I suppose, or eggshell look, some people call it, where you rip up various magazine pages. Not all magazine pages will take the acetone. And I glued this on a big brown envelope because I wanted the cover to be sturdy. And then I went over, rubbed over with the acetone, and the colour that comes out distresses the edges. So as you can see just there, and you can see a little bit of envelope there as well. So it's come out pretty good. And then here I've used one of my painty papers, and there's two of them, and I've just stitched them together to make it look a bit raggedy. And I just did a fussy cut of a plant just there, and just a little journal tab just there. So yeah, so it has book corners as well, and this measures, I'll just go back out again, this measures about 22.5 centimeters, which equates to nearly 9 inches. So it's a large journal, about 6.25 wide, or 15.5 centimeters. And like I said, 2 signatures, and each signature holds 14 pages, and making it off 28 pages, which makes it 46 front and back. But you've got lots of flip outs, notebooks, tuck spots in there as well. So let's do a walk through on this one. So here you can see I've got the envelope just here, and I've actually cut a slit there. Instead of cutting it on the edge, I've actually cut it in here, and I've made a little collage big tag just there. Popped on a button, a bit of scrappy fabric, a bit of embroidery thread. I really enjoy doing this, and this is on book page. And on the back, I've actually put on another envelope for you to put some more notes in. And this page here, it's I printed this out because I made a collage and I wanted to see what it looked like, so I've used that in here as well. Let's see if you can see that. Use some beautiful plant pictures, pages from a gardening magazine. A lot of the pages are heavily coffee stained. Did a bit of stenciling here. I think this was wrapping paper. my little tag, and of course on this tag you'll receive one of my little envelopes that just flip out like that and attached with the little paper clip just like that. Isn't that cute? Love it. And it just goes in the pocket. This was made from a calendar page, and I decoupaged it with a napkin and had the numbers on it, so you can jot on that as well. Here I've attached an envelope and just put some note paper in there, a bit more stenciling. This is wrapping paper. This was a card, gift card, made into a flip out. And here I've got my little Botanical film strips, just there. And what I've done there is I've cut little pictures out and just glued them behind there, and then attached the whole thing to the page. Now you'll see some of my pages are stitched around, and they're actually double pages, just so that if you wanted to attach something, they are much, much stronger than your normal 8GSM paper. This was a greeting card, and I just cut it out, and it was pretty well aged. This is an altered envelope. Some stenciling, I do believe. Can't remember who gifted this to me. I'm going to start writing this down, all these things down when they come, so I can give recognition. A bit of stamping. This is a little envelope here as well. Little tuck spot. Now this tuck spot, of course, was the inspiration I got from Bonnie and Clive. Thank you, Bonnie. Used my lids from my Cornetto ice cream cones. Yes, you all know I keep them. They make great little tags or paper clips even. A bit more stenciling. Made a little tuck spot, and that's just a stamp. Just a stamp. I took off an envelope. You can still see the envelope, and I just popped it on a bit of scrappy fabric and a bit of red trim and a button. This is the middle of the signature, and like I said, both signatures are sewn, but you can take them out all in one, okay, just like that. So if you have notes, you can still slip notes under. And the pages are sewn in with my sewing awl. So it's not a three pamphlet stitch. I'll just show you. It's actually done with a sewing awl, so you can see stitch by stitch as it comes through it. And I think that's why it lays so nice and flat. And like I said, you can take this off if this is in the way. Here I've made a little pocket out of some music paper. I do believe they call them seat pockets, seat something. And did a bit of a collage here. And here I've made a bookmark that flips out and jot some notes on. So you can use it as a bookmark, or you can just keep it in there. This is a little flip down, little scrappy notebook. This was an inspiration. I can't remember who it's from either. And like I said, I'm going to have to write this down to give recognition to those people, because that's how we learn, isn't it? Here's a tag that I made, just a whole bit of collaging. Again, this was off the calendar, and I've glued the calendar page onto some cardstock that I had left. And I did a various bit of colour in my painty papers, a little bit of napkin, and I cut out a flower from music paper, some more napkin, some more music paper, and this flower here. Now this was gifted to me. It was quite a large one, just cut in half. And again, it was one of the ladies from Junk Journal Junksters Down Under. And of course I decoupaged with a doily as well. And it just tucks nicely in there. Bit of stamping. This was a large card, and I've just cut it down and flipped it over, and gives you more tuck spots. Here's some more of my magazine pieces, and I've made it into a grey, black and grey. And yes, you can feel it, and it's nice and soft and mushy. And I stitched around it, and you can still see some writing paper, like book pages that I've put on behind here. And it's I've glued all this on the back of on a map, so you can still journal on it here. And here I've just got some playing cards, but they're plain. How cool is that? So you can journal on those. Got my stamping, little tuck spot, my little tag, little flat yellow ruffle, pretty small, very heavily coffee dyed. And this is the middle of the journal, okay? The next signature is I used a stitched page of my Mosaic design, and I've made a top tuck spot. Just put a little journaling card on there, and I've just done, a whole bit of collaging just there. Now that's come out of something, so I have to find out where that went. I have to put that back. Painty papers. So what I've done is I've actually did a collage on one of the painted papers that had print on the other side. And yes, I just like this. A napkin decoupaged on this page. Little journaling card, and I've just stitched up a little pocket there. Some more of that nice from the magazine. Here I've made it's an envelope, made it into another tag, little tuck spot, bit of stamping, and inside is a little notebook there. So there's lots of little things that you can play with. This one here was gifted to me, and for the life of me I can't remember who it was. Great idea. I'm yet to make some of these. I reckon they're cool. Here's one of my it looks like it's one of my patchwork tags that I do, where I get various pieces of papers that I have and sew them, you know, in various designs to make it look like patchwork, and I've put on one of my clusters. And this is a embossed paper that was in one of my Happy Mails. I'm not sure if you can see that. I don't think the light, but you can see it's nice. It's like a velvety feel to it. You've made it's a little tuck spot, but it's also, you can take it off again. You know, the lids from my Cornetto ice cream cones. Pop some dictionary paper on there and left that free for you to put a note on, write something on there, and that just goes in here to hold it in place. And I might just put that in there as well. There you go. Another tuck spot. This is a greeting card. This was a bag, brown paper bag. And yeah, I distressed it pretty heavily, used my chalk to make the lines, and then just rubbed over it so that it looks, you know, doesn't look like a really strong writing line. Decoupaged it with a black napkin, and the bag had this design on it, and I thought that was pretty cool. Here I've decoupaged a book page. I've got a whole book where I decoupage various napkins on. So if I ever need anything, and I just flick through it and then just take it out. In this case, I've actually made it into a flip out, okay, so that you can actually journal on here. This is from a wallpaper, and I've just cut that out. I thought that was so pretty. Not sure. I'm going to see if I've got some light here. Just bear with me. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Don't make much difference, maybe. There you go. Okay, another little tuck spot, and that's a plain card. You can still see through here. This is really old book paper, and then I did a little collage. I live beneath the open sky. Another tuck spot. It's a fancy dancy envelope, another piece of wallpaper, bit of stenciling. Tried my hand in colouring in, not that great. That's the middle of this signature. Got a little charm, little leaf. I think it's a sunflower. Let's have a look here. I think it might be a sunflower. Not sure. So various papers. I think this came out of a magazine, this one. Stamping, another little envelope. This was gifted to me as well. And here's the other side of the paper bag that I had. It had a cat on it and a butterfly. And again, I've done the same thing. Stenciling. Now here I tried some different colours. How do I do that? Oh yes, this is chalk. So I've put my stencil down and just rubbed some chalk on, different colours chalk on, and then really rubbed it in. So that's the effect I got. And then I made a piece of wallpaper. Just zoom out here cut it into a little stand. Altered paper clip. We all know those, don't we? And it's got a little bit of bling on it, buttons, scrappy fabric. This is actually, it's a picture out of a magazine. I stitched it on, and this actually, the backing of it is the fabric from the vertical blinds. I've got a little sample pack. They're all, only about that long, but they're the width of a vertical blind, and that's what that fabric is. And then I've just popped in some cardstock on the back, and that just keeps, here we go, that in place. This is another flip out. I do believe this is like butcher's paper. And this was gifted to me as well, but I can't remember. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again for the next sort of mail I'll get. Happy mail I'll get. Now this does go in here quite easy. It's just I'm having a moment. Oh, wrong way around. See? Had a grey head moment. There we go. Yep. Little note. Now I remember who this came from. This was an envelope, and this came from Rayleigh from Crafts from the Dungeon, and she painted her envelope, and I took a bit of that, and I thought it was pretty cool. Made it into like a little pocket. Here's that nice paper again, and I had some bookmarks, and I've just made that into a tuck spot. Here's this just some cardstock that I've got, and I made a bit of a collage from magazine pages. This is from a baby wipe. This one here is from the baby wipes, and just a cutout from the magazine, and a little motif of a little butterfly just there, and some scrappy bits. I think it's a fun little journal, another little envelope, so you can pop stuff in there. And I still don't know, even though people mention the name of these fancy little envelopes, everybody's been doing them, I can't remember them. And I just did a little collage of a tree, and this was gifted to me by one of the ladies from Junk Journals Down Under group on the Facebook group, and I reckon they make great little seed holders, seed envelopes, and that just goes in here. Dip my stamping. This napkin is absolutely beautiful. One of my painted papers, and I did a bit of stamping on that just to sort of match it up a little bit. Now the back is, again, you'll see my mosaic page there. Big book page with this beautiful rose, and some curtains, decoupaged over this, of course, and it holds another one of these envelopes. Did a bit of coloured stamping there, and a little scrappy cluster there. I had a piece of embroidered napkin left, and I wanted to use that because it's got the flower on it, and that just tucks in here. Okay, now here I've got this out of a magazine, so I've glued it onto a book page, as you can just see there, and then I stitched around it quite wildly, which is really hard to do for me. Just stamped it around here, and then on the back is the opening of the envelope, where you've got another big notepad, and that's out of a diary. So yes, and that's the end of that one. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Hope it wasn't too long. And like I said, this will be going in my Etsy store. And yes, just let me know. I hope you are all well. And you know what you've got to do. I won't be doing it today. I've got to take hubby to the audiologist to get his hearing aid checked out today. So it's no crafting, but because he's not here, I just thought I'd better make this and get it up in my shop. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.